boys. Now back to game three. We have the question marks against Chalupa Batmans. First of all, let's give it up for Josh. Just being Josh. Okay, pickups he's been making, putting them in. Honestly, I looked at him and I was like, what's going on? What's this doing? I will never talk smack on just what you're thinking. Josh, you are the GOAT, okay? Let's get into it right now and see who's playing against who, what crazy picks Josh has, and who's he's done. I already see someone on here. We're going to talk about it in a little bit. But we got a Josh 3-1 versus Chalupa Batman 1-3. Akko started out really good, I believe, game one that he won. I'm not sure. Then he's gone 0-3 since then. So, let's see if this changes at all. So let's go into it, okay? So first week we have Jared Goff, Seattle against Carson Wentz, Jets. I think Jared Goff had a really, really good game last week, or maybe it was just Robert Woods. So he's ranked 15th against Carson Wentz and ranked number 5, okay? Like I said, rank shows a lot, but they're playing who? Seattle defense. I think the Jets might be a little bit better defense. I think right now what the Rams are figuring out is the ball has to go through TG. So, which obviously he has. But quarterback-wise, Carson Wentz has to get the ball going. I think Alshon Jeffrey's healthy back this week, like to a full 100. And you know what? He has to start using Ertz more. We're going to go with Philly on this one. Carson Wentz wins this week against Jared Goff just on this one. 2, we got Le'Veon against Philly. Aaron Jones versus Oakland. Versus Dallas. I apologize. I think Dallas has a better defense. Le'Veon is Le'Veon, right? He's clearly the number one over there, no doubt. Aaron Jones right now is also number one. I think because Jamal Williams is still, I think he's still dead from that hit that he got. Le'Veon been having decent games. He had a bye week last week, so his ranks may have gone down just because of that. But let's see. So we got Le'Veon at 17, and then we got Aaron Jones, who's now ranked 11. So Aaron Jones is averaging about 15.7 points a game. So he's got 4, 25, 15, and 17, which is really, really good. And Le'Veon right now, what did he start out with? I think he's averaging about over 14. Okay, 18.1. Better. 23, 20, 10, obviously against New England. That's just New England. So I think Sam Darnold might play this week. If he plays, I think it goes through Le'Veon. I think with Devontae being out, it's more focused on, okay, now the number one running back is Aaron Jones. We got to play against him, okay? So with that being said, I do want to go and give it to Le'Veon just because it's Le'Veon. Offense runs through him. Offense runs through Aaron Rodgers, passing, and also trying to get the running game going. So we go Le'Veon on this one. 2, we have right here, we have TG and Kamara. Okay, we're going to show a little bit of highlights of TG, the game that he had last week. Josh traded right here with Serge, and he told me that he's trying to do the trades. Todd Gurley's going to be in the plays. He is going to go back to a version of Todd Gurley. What happened here?
Todd Gurley has a hole.
Look,
Todd Gurley
tackle.
with a first down.
We haven't really seen that from Todd Gurley lately, right? He's been playing a little bit soft, but I think so. He broke out last week, ranked 14. What do you do? 24 on my ass? 26, okay? And then I also highlighted Kamara this week for Akko, who I think needs to get back to this type of game right here.
Setting up a screen,
Kamara monster. He's like another C-Mac. Just like it.
Breaks a tackle, and he steps in.
He can catch it, he can run it. Fast, you name it, man. He has it all, but they just have to run the offense to him.
29 yards.
Drew Brees, Terry Bridgewater. But like I said, they're all focused on the run, right?
So, who will get the handle and race up the middle and take Seahawks with him for a gain of about 16. Alvin could run down in the play action game.
That should be a loss of 3.
Quick contact. Can't bring him down. There he comes out of the pack. And gets near the first. Got a first down with a couple of yards to spare.
Against a tough Seattle D right here. Tuggy, walking, easy.
Touchdown,
not walking,
New
but
Orleans.
hey, bounce right in.
You're right there, just can't.
This is what they have to do. Okay, run it through him. Okay, so we have Todd Gurley playing Seattle, Kamara playing Tampa. Seattle has a better defense than Tampa, what I believe in. It's still tough because I think Rams are finding out that now everything has to run through TG. Getting him back and going, just TG from 2 years ago. Kamara, same thing. I think they haven't really figured out this is the guy that we have to run our offense through without Drew Brees. So Todd Gurley's on a hot streak. Give it to TG. Okay. We have Golden Tate against Larry Fitzgerald. Seeing Josh pull Golden Tate in makes me want to bench Sterling Shepard and maybe Evan Ingram. Okay. Because this shows me Golden Tate might go for 45. Aqua, I'm sorry. Every pickup that he's done put in has gone crazy. So just off the streak, I automatically have to go Golden Tate. He hasn't played this whole season. He's going to go for 45 points, okay? Larry Fitzgerald is playing a horrible Cincinnati, okay? But Kyler Murray still hasn't shown that he can throw that quick. I mean, he shows he can throw, but still haven't seen really just kind of that quarterback that's like, oh, yeah, he's going to throw to Larry Fitzgerald for 175 yards and 2 touchdowns, right? Hasn't thrown that yet. Let's see just rankings. Obviously, not going to be able to show Golden Tate because he's probably ranked last in receivers. Larry Fitzgerald is a solid 13. He is bringing Akko at least 16.2. That's what he's averaging. So let's see here. He's gone 25, 15, 14, and 6. Playing a crappy Cincinnati defense. Let's hope that he has a monster game, okay? So I want to give it to Larry Fitzgerald. I really do. But, man, just because of the picks that Josh has been doing, I can't do that, man. It's got to go to Golden Tate. 2, we have partners, teammates. Robert Woods against Cooper Kupp. Robert Woods went for what? 40 against me last week. I don't even want to check. Okay, let's look at rankings really quick, though, just to see on that. So, 19th, which is Robert Woods versus Cooper Kupp, who's now ranked 2nd. Okay, very nice. Let's see what Cooper had last week. I know Robert Woods had the main targets. He still dropped 26 last week, regardless of Robert Woods going crazy. Okay, so Akko, looks like this is honestly your best player, I believe, on the team. Makes sense why you don't really want to trade him. But I think what's going on with the Rams offense is every week it's going through someone else. Week 1 was, I don't know, obviously it goes through receivers, through Cooks, through Woods, through Kupp, to G, through TG. So I think it just cycles on. Well, Woods had it last week. Maybe it goes back to Cooper Kupp, or maybe Brandon Cooks can get it for once. So I am going to give Akko the win on this one, just because I think Cooper Kupp is a better PPR receiver and love more. Then we got Darren Waller, the old crack addict. Okay, I'm sorry, not that. He really was like injecting, he really was that guy. Versus Austin Hooper. Akko every single week shows that he's just playing back and forth with his tight ends. The time he puts Greg Olsen in, Hooper has a monster game. When he plays Hooper, Olsen has a solid game. So we'll see, okay? Like I said, just depends on what Matt Ryan wants to do. Darren Waller playing Chicago. They're playing Chicago. I don't know if Carr will have enough time to throw the ball. So I think just because of the matchup with the defense, Austin Hooper has a win on this one. Okay? And then we have Chalupa Batmans is doing what Josh did to me last week. He's playing a tight end on his flex with Greg Olsen. Okay? Playing against a Jacksonville hard defense, against Tevin Coleman, who's coming back, against Cleveland, who played good last week, okay? Josh believes that Tevin Coleman is clearly number 1 over there, that he is going to be that dude. I can't say you're wrong, because you haven't been yet, okay? It's tough, because obviously it's a running back by committee, so they switch off with Brady and Coleman. We'll see how much touches Coleman gets coming back. Greg Olsen obviously is loved over there, even if it's not by Cam Newton. So I think Greg Olsen is ranked 7th right now regarding that. And Hooper's ranked 2, so I don't even see. So Akko has 2 tight ends. I don't know how well you can do tight ends on flex. It's like one week they go for a lot, other one they don't. It's not like a receiver where they're being looked at so much, or a running back. It's tough. It's very ballsy. I respect it. Josh did it to me last week and it worked, so Akko's trying to do the same thing. Just because Akko's bench, he doesn't really have that much. Right? Calvin Ridley hasn't showed much. Raheem Mostert, another running back there in the 49ers, so that's what I mean. It's tough. John Ross on the IR. Aguilar has 0 points next week. I would be eating a donut for that donut that he gave you, but I'm on a macros diet, so I mean, trying to look healthy. So it's this one. You know what? Just because of the way he's played, we're going to Greg Olsen. Okay, I'll give you the win on Golden Tate, not on Tevin Coleman. I still trust you, Josh. Is he going to put up points? Yes, but we'll give to Akko on this one. We have Titans D against Buffalo. Great pickup, Josh. That's who I want to go pick up, but I obviously went for Jordan Howard. So Titans D against Buffalo. Buffalo doesn't have their starting running back in Singletary. They don't have a quarterback. It's kind of a good pickup to play against. Akko doesn't have a defense right now. He actually just picked up Panthers against Jacksonville. You're playing against the stash, man. Minshew really is someone else, and Fournette's on the streak. I don't think it's a good pickup, but that's who he's playing. We'll go Titans D and kickers. Obviously, you go the number 1 pick. Okay, Greg the leg. Projections has it super, super close. If Akko plays a defense, even if it's a defense of 4 points, he's projected to win. Honestly, don't know on this one. I think it's tough. Goff against Wentz. Wentz wins. Le'Veon beats Jones. TG beats Kamara. Golden Tate against Larry. I think Larry will put in more points, but I choose Golden Tate just because of Josh hasn't been run yet. Cooper, Hopper. I think it should be really close. I think Josh is on a streak, and he's doing a lot of just right picks. I think right now, is Josh the Belichick of our league? Josh, you get a hoodie, you cut the sleeves, you put that you deflate some balls, and you're the Belichick, man. You're doing the right calls, you're playing the right players, you're making the right stuff. Obviously, you go Belichick against any coach in the league. I go, it's going to be super, super close. I'm so sorry, brother. I don't think you have it this week. We're going Josh on this one. Congrats, question marks. I think we got to change the team name. The Belichicks. You're Coach Belichick. Do something with that. I don't know, Josh. I'm just going on top of the dome. Congrats, Josh. You're 4-1. I'll go 1-4. It's not over. I got some work to do. It's still going to be super, super close. But, hey, man. That's just the way it goes. Congrats, Joshy. We're going to go now into the final game, which is the game of the week. Okay? We'll see you guys in a little bit.